Hey there and welcome back to my channel. It's your boy Mario, and today I'm going to discuss with you theories and lore explained about Shadows Amidst Snowstorms story quest. First up, we have the does not matter theory. This theory revolves around the idea that the Albeta or subject to storyline does not matter in the long run and only serves to introduce Durin's blood to the plot. In this timeline of events after Act 2, Albedo goes and kills Albeta, and the Albedo we see in Mondstadt is just Albedo playing a joke. The main idea of this theory is that Albeta won't be important to the plot, but was only introduced to introduce the concept of Durin's blood and give some more character development to Albedo. In other words, according to this theory, the Albedo that we see in Mondstadt on the last cutscene in Shadows Amidst Snowstorms Act 3 actually it's the real Albedo, and he just pulled a prank on us to make sure that we always stay on guard. Before we continue, just to make sure that we avoid confusion, actually at the beginning of Act 3, when Albedo tells his storytelling, he gives a name to three subjects: Subject 1, Subject 2, and Subject 3. Subject 1 is Albedo himself, which means that our regular Albedo that is created by gold to be a perfect human, he has a birthmark on his neck in the shape of a star. Subject 2 is Albeta. Actually, it's a community given name. The failed attempt at life before Albedo that was eaten by Durin, and then later on, resurrected by Durin's blood and tries to take Albedo's life. And Subject 3 is the Whopper flower that we fight during the Act 2. This is the clone that was made by Albeta to distract Albedo. So yeah, this is the boss that we fight during Act 2. And then, coming up next is the mind control theory. As we see from the cutscene where we are able to meet Joel's father, Joserf, actually the idea of this theory is that Joel's father was used by Albeta to learn how to edit minds, and the evidence for this theory actually is the line said by Albedo in Act 3, where he said he would secretly replace the Subject 1 of everyone's memory and inherit his identity, residence, clothing, sword, and friends. This would explain why Joserf had foggy memories and why he only managed to get home after Albeta was attempting to enact his plan. It relates to the next theory, which is the Joserf is sus theory. And I think that Joel's father was acting kinda sus. It's not hard to assume that Albeta could make Joel's father for some sort of evil plan. The community has different ideas of what this could mean that branch from Joserf is a Whopper flower like Subject 3 or Subject 2 has changed his appearance to look like Joserf. Whatever the cause this theory proposes, the idea that Joserf cannot be trusted at all. And the next theory still evolves around Joel's father. So this is more specific version compared to the previous two theories about Joserf being Albeta. So during Albedo telling us his story about Subject 2, which is the fake Albedo, who was a failed subject and got eaten by Durin and somehow revived, he saw Subject 1, which is the real Albedo, getting along with humans and living with them and felt envious. His purpose became to get along with humans and replace real Albedo, so he tried to kill Albedo and Traveler, so that no one can recognize him. But later he realized that it may not be possible to replace the real Albedo, so he took another chance to imitate Joel's father, which were already found dead. This is why Joel's father did not have any memory of his past, and when you talk to him after the quest, he is trying to get as much info as possible from Joel. And in Mondstadt later on, I believe that it was real Albedo, and the neck on his mark, actually he just again tried to test us or pull the prank on us, so that we are still cautious enough in case someone else tries to fool us using Albedo appearance. And the last theory is actually the Albeta is alive theory. Well, actually this theory is pretty common among people in the community. So the theory says that Albeta, the subject 2, was the Albedo that we saw at the end on Act 3, and he was learning to add Albedo's scar to his neck. The theory is very simple but offers a lot to talk about, like why isn't real Albedo concerned about the fake Albedo, Albeta? Does he believe he is dead? Or maybe Albedo and Albeta made a deal of some kind so that Albeta could pretend to be Albedo. And this theory actually opens a lot to explore story-wise. So in conclusion, well, actually, in general, there are going to be two divided opinions. One opinion said that Albeta is dead, so there's no more fake Albedos. Or perhaps, on the other hand, there's still fake Albedo out there, which actually, again, gives material for the story on the next Dragon Spine event, if there's going to be one, perhaps next year. And I would love to see the trilogy of Albedo story quests, in my opinion. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. And again, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and leave a comment. And I'll see you next time. Bye!